On January 29th, a unique event took place on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Amidst escalating and widening conflict around the world, especially in Israel and Gaza, more than 180 faith leaders, public officials, and experts gathered to reflect on interfaith models for peace building and reconciliation. Hosted by the International Religious Freedom Summit, the premier annual conference of advocates for persecuted religious communities, this in-person event was moderated by the National Secretary of Public Affairs of Ahmadiyya Muslim Community USA.
We advocate for the rights of each other as much as our own. In fact, we are a voice for others. And by showing that common humanity, we are then stronger as an international religious freedom movement, and therefore international religious freedom is stronger.
President Biden's United States Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom, Rashad Hussain, delivered opening remarks.
We are at a very perilous time in our world, and we can't sugarcoat that in any way. We are at a time when there is growing repression in human rights, and including religious freedom around the world. Yet we're also at a time where we see a greater movement to address those challenges, which is represented by all of you here. And it's going to take every single one of you, and it's going to take us all working together, and it's not something that we're going to solve overnight. But we have to continue, even when it's most difficult, even on the most emotional, sensitive, pressing issues.
The co-chairs of the International Religious Freedom Summit, Dr. Katrina Lantos Sweat and Ambassador Sam Brownback, also delivered remarks to an audience that included imams, rabbis, and clergy, along with congressional representatives, including Representative Glenn Grothman of the state of Wisconsin.
All of us are determined with every fiber of our being not to allow us to let go of those profound values, to leave them behind, to shrug them off, to somehow say, well, it's just too difficult of a moment. Things have gotten too hard. There's too much conflict, too much struggle, too much war in the world, and we just have to take to our barricades. We must not do that.
The event featured 3 distinguished panels. The first panel, featuring Muhammad Sharif Odeh, Amir of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in the Holy Land based in Haifa, Rabbi Aharon Levi from near the Gaza border in Israel, and Archbishop Amba Angelos of the Coptic Orthodox Church in London discussed interfaith efforts to build peace in Israel and Palestine.
Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam yaqul الخلق كلهم عيال الله أحبهم إلى الله. رسول الله لم يقل العربي ولم يقل المسلم، بل قال أحبهم إلى الله، هو أحبهم أو أنفعهم لخلقه أي لجميع البشر. We must love all the human beings. This is what our motto: love for all, hatred for none. الحب للجميع ولا كراهية لأحد.
I found an opportunity for us to establish an office to advocate for people of all faiths and religions, using our own experience and not desiring that to happen to anyone else. So with the Ahmadiyya community, of course, we do a lot of work in London, with the Uyghur community, with the Rohingya community, and so on and so forth, because, I'm very thankful to Katrina for having quoted Genesis, am I my brother's keeper? And the answer is yes. Of course we're our brother's keeper, our sister's keepers. Of course we are responsible, because this is our world, our humanity.
Next, Imam Marwan Gil and Rabbi Miguel Sturman, both from Argentina, shared their experiences building bridges across different religions in Argentina.
I need to say that the Ahmadiyya community is in front of the line. You are making a so good work, and I say that before many times. You are the lead of Islam, and I hope really that it will be in the world the message of Islam. We are looking so bad faces of Islam that You need to strong your voice and to say no, that it's something that it's wrong, and because that I think that the media community is so important for us.
And our delegation, I think, was also impressed. And many of them said that that's something which only the Ahmadiyya Muslim community can do and can arrange to bring in such moments of sensitivity, conflicts, wars, that there's a community which can promote voices for peace and bring different colors of political or religious or ethnic diversity and bring them for the same cause. So I think that's really the beauty of our community, and especially shows the wise message we receive from our leader, from His Holiness Mirza Masroor Ahmad.
An expert panel also provided valuable perspectives for how religious leaders can help to bring about peace, including Knox Thames of the United States Institute of Peace, Nadine Menza, President of the International Religious Freedom Secretariat, and Fernanda San Martin, former Member of Parliament from Bolivia and Director of the International Panel of Parliamentarians for Freedom of Religion or Belief.
It makes all the sense in the world to accept one another, and also being a Christian, to be salt and light in the world and show the world what Christianity is supposed to look like, which is accepting one another and humanity, which of course we see the Ahmadiyyas, the beautiful love not hate. I mean, there's so many threads that are common among our religious communities. And really, I think the key, we've heard this before up here, is standing up for one another.
And I think it's incumbent that we all work with our own spaces to challenge our own brothers and sisters based on our own sacred scriptures, to extend a hand, to find a way to lead, so that we can all step forward based on a common appreciation of human dignity and human rights.
We want a diverse network. I think that diversity, it is our strength, and that is how I think we should see it in society, in politics. To build those bridges, we need a non-partisan network as we build.
The unique event and panel discussions were very well received by all those who spoke and attended, especially given the urgent need for an end to the horrific violence that is unfolding in Gaza.
And so now you get these conflicts, but religion is a source of peace if we guarantee people's rights to peacefully practice that faith. So that's why we've got to do this.
I know the Ahmadiyya Muslims. There's a mosque in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, I'm familiar with, and show up for once a year. And I know what they had to go through in Pakistan. Of course, I myself am Christian. It's heart-rending, very difficult to hear about what Christians are going through right now in Azerbaijan and India. And I think it is important for Americans to wake up and realize that the rest of the world is not as tolerant as the United States.
I was really excited to be in this event. See so many people from so different, many faiths coming together to discuss how we can work together, how we can make religion part of the solution to global problems and conflicts, instead of being perceived as part of the problem in so many respects.
We were showing their demonstrated actions, even with all the conflict that's going on. And they provided a lot of prescriptions on how religion is not the source of the problem. Religion is the solution. And this is the exact words and message of Hazrat Khalifatul Masih ibn Aziz. He said that there's an attack on religion, but religion isn't the problem. Religious differences are not the problem. They're part of the solution.
This is Farah Mirza reporting for MTA International USA Studios.